In this example, we're going to have a look at a few ways in which you can view a formula within Excel. These few ways are just ways you can have a look at a formula after you've actually inserted it within the spreadsheet. As you're typing the formula in, of course you can see what the formula looks like, but these methods might be used at a later date, even later on in the day or the next day itself, if you then want to go back and have a look at the formula to see what you did, or if you want to then edit it. So first of all, we're just going to type in a couple of numbers just so that we've got some data to work with. We're then going to do a sum formula underneath. And as I said before, as I've typed this in, you can see what the formula looks like. Hit enter and it gives you the answer. We're just going to make it bold so it stands out a bit. So if I now click anywhere on my spreadsheet, of course, I can see what the answer is, but I can't actually see what the formula is itself. So I could have just typed in the number 85, or there could be a formula there. You won't know until you actually select the cell. So first of all, before any of these routes, of course, select the cell itself. You can actually then go and have a look at a couple of ways to view the formula. First way you should already be able to see is up here in this formula bar. Of course, the cell you've selected, whatever is in this cell will come up in this bar. So this 85 isn't actually just a number typed in, it is in fact a formula. Of course, here you can then click into this formula bar to then edit the formula if you wish to. Click back on this cell. The second way of doing it is if you double left click into that cell where the formula is contained, you can see it's then going into this mode where you can then edit the formula to however you need it to be. Another way to come out of this is to hit the escape key on your keyboard or click anywhere in your spreadsheet. The third way is using a keyboard shortcut on your keyboard. The keys that you need for this shortcut is the Control key, and then the key just above the tab key on your keyboard, and to the left of the number 1 there is a key that has 3 symbols on it. This key is what we're going to use alongside the Control one. So hold down the Control key and then press this button. You'll see your spreadsheet, or the spreadsheet you can see in front of you, has now changed. All the columns are slightly wider and you can now see the formula in your spreadsheet. Same again to Control, and this button takes you back to before. So there are 3 ways in which you can have a look at a formula that you've created within Excel. There might be more ways, but we've just covered 3 in this example. The first 2 ways you can only do by single selecting the cell. So of course you click on the cell, use the formula bar or double click within it. The third way is a little bit more flexible in the sense that it shows all the formulas within your spreadsheet at the same time. So if you had more than one formula, using that Control and key on your keyboard with the 3 symbols on it, that would show you all the formulas, whereas the first 2 options, you can only see one formula at a time. So these are just a few ways in which you can use different methods within Excel to have a look at formulas which you've created.